Eric, what is your name?
Eric.
Full name, please.
Eric David Morgan Stuepfert.
Say your last name again.
Stuepfert.
Did you say David Morgan?
That's right.
Like David and Morgan?
That's true. I have
So
two
you-
middle names.
Two middle names.
Yes.
Well, Eric David Morgan, tell me about your childhood.
What about it?
Just tell me about it.
It was a very good one
Why?
because I got to spend a lot of time with my grandfather and my grandmother and a lot of time with my friends. I got to do a lot of things.
What did you like about your grandfather?
I liked how he interacted with people, and how he treated people, and his way of doing things that showed his morals.
So can you tell us what you think of Eric?
Eric was never a good kid. He was one of those kids who would scream in the supermarket and just the world would wish his mother would just beat him with a frozen chicken pot pie until he couldn't scream anymore and finally would shut up.
Is he still like that today?
Yep.
Do you love Eric?
Nope.
So, what is your opinion of Johnny Depp?
She's a very nice lady, and I love her.
You know he is a man, right?
Sometimes
If you could eat anything in the world right now at no cost, what would it be?
my dog Toby,
So, what is it that makes you want to eat your dog?
because he's awesome. He's like almost 18 years old. And he's the greatest dog ever.
Well, what makes him so great?
If you go up to the window and you tap on it and he sees you, he'll start howling at you. Every time, even though he knows that it's you. That's the best part.
Describe your favorite role model.
Hitler was a very powerful person in his country, in that region of the world during this time. I don't agree with his motives necessarily, but the fact that he was able to control that many people with propaganda is pretty amazing.
So what about Stalin?
I don't really know too much about him.
If you had magical powers, what would they be?
I wanted to fly. I've always wanted to fly. I watched Superman at my grandma's house. Afterwards, I went out on the porch and tried jumping off, and I didn't fly. So I was kind of disappointed. But I always wanted to fly.
What's wrong with Spider-Man?
Just not into that as much as flying.
If you say so. Would you eat me if you had to?
Conditions right, probably yes.
What would be these conditions?
If you were dead, we were on a mountain somewhere, and I was going to get rescued for like 3 months. I'll eat you there. To stay alive.
Even if you had food?
No, that would be ridiculous. I wouldn't do that.
What if I didn't want you to eat me and I wanted you to starve to death?
We really want to see
Okay. Would you kill Mr. Gross to save 2 people you didn't know? Be honest.
Why would I be killing him?
What?
You have to explain why me killing him would save 2 people. Does he have 2 people in his basement somewhere? You know?
No, he's just a nice English teacher and guy who likes to play tennis and just someone tells you that they're gonna kill two random people and they show proof, unless of course you were to say stab Mr. Gross to death.
I probably couldn't do that. I'd probably have to, report it to the police or something. Mr. Gross is...
What if as you reported to the police, you saw the people dying?
That'd be horrible. I can't kill Mr. Gross.
If you were a pigeon, would you rather be named Stuart or Robert?
Stewart.
Why?
I just like that name more.
For a pigeon?
In general.
What's your job?
Which one?
Well, if there's more than one, explain them all.
Let's see here. I'm a substitute teacher, as you know, and as probably some of these people know. And I do that whenever. And I work down in Bourbonnais, Illinois. And I work at Lens Crackers. And I make glasses back on the lab.
What do you do in Bourbonnais? Is that the lunch breakfast? Oh, I thought they were two separate jobs. Come on, I'm a loser then.
Alright,
Go on.
and I'm probably going to start going out to a drive-in out in Earlville, Illinois, and helping them out there whenever I can. Be fun. I like it out there. Cool to hang out.
I believe you. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it for now.
So, how would you feel if I told you I was going to commit suicide and you laughed at me and then I did it?
Well, if I'm laughing at you, then you probably already know how I feel.
Well, this is before I killed myself. I'm like, Stuepfert, I'm gonna kill myself. And then you just laughed and figured I wasn't going to.
That'd be horrible. So I'd always want to make sure that you're, doing all right.
Well, I'm not, and I just killed myself.
I'll do everything I can to help you before you do that.
But what if you didn't believe me and then I did kill myself? Would you feel a bit guilty?
Probably, yeah.
Would it haunt you for a long time the rest of your life?
Chances are, yeah, to some point, some extent.
What?
There's something you want to tell me?
Huh?
There's something you want to tell me?
No, I'm fine.
Alright.
If I was gonna kill myself, do you want to know how?
Sure.
Well, if I was gonna do it a fun way, I'd want someone to decapitate me halfway down after I've jumped off a tall building. That way I can see my body falling. If I wanted to do it a nice way, I'd probably just go in a garage, turn the car on, and go to sleep.
Yeah.
I think the first way is a little bit more fun though.
I guess if you're gonna die, or have fun, I guess.
That's true. I think that's enough.
Alright. Thanks.
Thank you.
Anytime.